Lencia Kebede is the first black woman to take over the role of Elphaba on Broadway full-time, and we are so happy to have her here. 8 shows a week, and you're still making time for us.
Amazing. Welcome.
Is this intermission right now and you got to get back?
Essentially, I got to go run and get green.
Yeah.
So, Lencia, you are just getting such rave reviews. I saw your video. You went wildly viral, and I was like, we got to bring her on.
Aww.
So let's go ahead and show you at home what makes her so special. Take a look at this. Yes, and then you have the massive applause.
Goosebumps.
I mean, come on, you're just absolutely phenomenal. What does it mean to you to be a groundbreaker in this role?
It is the largest honor a person could ever carry. I think as a child, I always dreamt of making a positive impact on the world around me, and I never knew how that would happen.
Yeah.
But it just came in the most perfect form because it's this beautiful, heart-wrenching story that I get to make people feel like they can do anything with.
Yeah.
You posted this really beautiful video when you found out you got the role, showing you calling and telling your mom for the first time and just what this meant to you as a little girl. It was so beautiful. But take us back to that very first curtain call. Tell us what that felt like, that moment.
You know, I had a really good friend before I opened the show say to me, you only have one Broadway first bow, so take it in. And that wasn't something I could do for the duration of the show because I had to focus on the character. Because if I thought about the gravity of what was happening, I would have been crying.
Gravity.
I would have been crying.
Gravity, yes.
Gravity of all words.
Yeah.
But once the doors finally close and I get to go onto the stage for my bow, I just threw everything to the wayside and just listened to the audience, tried to connect with people with my eyes, and it was just one of those platinum core memories that you will never forget.
Oh, special.
Amazing. And we talk about how this show just touches different generations. We were speaking beforehand. My daughter is now learning to sing some of the songs from Wicked, and we've seen the show many, many times. But how do you think, what is it about this show, the themes from Wicked, that touches you personally, but also audiences of all different generations?
Yeah, the theme that resonates most with me is maintaining a strong relationship to yourself, regardless of what's happening around you. I know what it feels like to feel different, and sometimes feel unworthy of things. And I think that's a human experience. And I think this show teaches people to stay true to what's inside of them, even when it doesn't feel like the world is aligned with them.
And you didn't take a traditional path to Broadway, right?
Yeah. In my undergraduate degree, I studied diplomacy and world affairs.
Wow.
And I minored in politics, which some people are like, oh, was that a plan B? And it really was a dual passion, being an artist, being a creative, and also law, politics, human rights. I did internships with the LA mayor, with the United Nations here in New York, and I truly enjoyed it so much. But some little bug inside of me I couldn't silence it. I was like, I gotta be on the stage.
Well, you know what? It's so interesting, though. Elphaba is all about human rights.
Exactly, which is another reason I relate to her so much. She fights for beings.
Yeah.
She fights for the rights of everyone being respected. She can't even handle her own self being sort of marginalized. She just explodes on people all the time. So I just love that about her spirit.
Lencia, you are a star. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, so nice to meet you.
Amazing. You can see her in Wicked on Broadway now.